Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. I'm right now in Waikiki, Hawaii, on the island of Oahu. If you want to find anything about me, go to MySpace or Facebook, where I have an account or accounts, and I'm also on Twitter. I'm just going to do something very simple here to give you some basic information about coming to Hawaii. This was my fifth trip here, and I thought it'd just be fun to help people out that may have never been here or haven't been here in a long time. Uh, and hopefully, the information I'm about to give you will be of great service to you. And I'm just doing this for the fun of it because I like to help people, and I like to uh, pass things on from things that I've learned and mistakes that I've made, and hopefully it will benefit other people. And I think we all appreciate it when people do that for us. And I'm hoping that I can do that for you. Anyway, first thing I wanted to say is that if you fly to Hawaii, please don't fly on U.S. Air. I took a continental flight from Pensacola, Florida to Phoenix. Unfortunately, they switched me over to U.S. Air, and when I got to Hawaii, they lost my luggage. I asked the lady in the baggage claim, is it a possibility that it could have been stolen? And she goes, yeah, because the paperwork said that my luggage was there, or at least my one suitcase was there. It was a big one. And so she didn't believe it had been lost. Somebody grabbed it. And I asked her a very simple question. Do you have people here checking to make sure that when they leave the airport, they don't run off with the wrong uh, bag? Or do you have someone here to check, make sure that a thief can't come in, grab it off the belt and luggage belt and walk out the door? And she goes, no, we don't check that. Of course, in Pensacola Airport, they do, or at least they have with me. But here they don't in Honolulu. There is no real security in the baggage claim. People can just walk right up and walk right out the door with your bag, and if you don't know it or see it, that's it. And so this is what we thought had happened. So I go out a couple of days later, had to buy $200 worth of clothes. 3 days later, it shows up. And, I was here to take care of some business, and I couldn't do any of that for 3 to 4 days. And so I lost a valuable time. It all of a sudden shows up. They bring it to me 7 o'clock at night, but refused to tell me what happened to it. She said it was there. Well, it wasn't there for 3 days. It was somewhere else. Did somebody take it? I don't know. Was it really lost and it just didn't, the paperwork was falsely signed? I don't know. Did a baggage claim person take it home? I don't know. Or a worker take it home? I don't know. They won't tell you. So here's the thing to do, and a lot of people already know this. When you put your suitcase on a plane, take a piece of cloth really tight on it. That's got a bright color, red, orange, or something. Tight on there, tight. Okay, so that way when it comes off shoots out in the baggage claim belt, when you plan lanes and you go to the baggage claim, you will recognize it. Make sure of that. You want it on there tight so they won't take it off. When you do go to baggage claim, when your flight lands, go straight to the baggage claim. Don't be goofing off anywhere. And you want to be there if you can, even before the thing starts. And be right up there where it comes out, where the shoots out. I just call it shoots out. And because again, there are people that may be in there that may be looking to steal a bag. And sometimes I think what they do, they wait until there's a bag that's going around, nobody claims it, and they just walk over and get it and walk right out the door with it. Remember, there is no security in most of these baggage claims. And at the Honolulu airport, there's absolutely none. I hope that will change soon because I'm going to work on through the legislative process to see if I can get people in Congress to listen to see if they can do something about this and make it mandatory. Uh, because this is not this is our luggage. Your luggage, is could become could be stolen, and it probably has been stolen in the past for other people. But they don't check. They just don't check. Anyhow, just keep that in mind. When you come to Honolulu Airport, please don't take a cab. Take a shuttle. Look on the baggage claim. Look on the walls in the baggage claim, and you'll see billboards for hotels, motels. You'll also see shuttles. Some of them, like the one I took today, was $6.95. Gave them $11, and if I took a cab, it would cost me nearly 40. Get the shuttle. It says a two-person minimum. Well, there's usually going to be more people taking it anyway, so you don't have to say, well, it's just me. There's going to be more people. The van I got into was full, and I was down here in about 25 minutes. And so you'll save a whole lot of money. Let's see, what else do we have here? When you come to Honolulu, or Waikiki, there's a lot of hotels down here for less than $100. But let me warn you that you need to check and make sure if you come in and you haven't had reservations with your credit card, made through your credit card, you need to check to find out if you have to have a credit card. When I went to the Big Island yesterday at the Kona Islander, they demanded a credit card, and they said they won't do business. So I go down to Kona Tiki, and they demand cash only. A lot of hotels and motels across the country are demanding credit card customers only, and the reason is obvious. And if you don't have it, they're not going to rent the room to you. And if you're stranded, they really don't care. They are losing business because of it, because I won't go to those type of motels. Like La Quinta in Grand Junction, Colorado does that. They actually profile people that go in there. Well, have you ever stayed at Motel 6? Have you ever stayed over here? They actually profile you there, and at the one by the airport in Grand Junction. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, let's see, what else? Okay, if you take a bus here around Waikiki up to the Honolulu airport and all that area, it's $2.25. When you come to Honolulu, Waikiki, or any of the islands, bring a lot of shirts. Know what a zone is. You need to learn that before you fly, and you'll look that up on the internet. The other thing to keep in mind that when you take an inter-island flight and you buy a ticket over the counter, they'll charge you a $35 over-the-counter fee. If you have luggage more than 50 pounds, they'll charge you $50. Now that's, of course, flights from the mainland. At the airports, they have no Wi-Fi on some of the outer island airports. The one in Kauai and the one on the Big Island, they didn't have any. But the one on the Honolulu airport, they do have one, but they're going to charge you $6. I think it's $0.95 for 2 hours. So be aware that, like at a lot of airports, you can get free Wi-Fi you can't hear. Okay, let me also warn you that if you go to the island of Kauai and you stop off in Lahui and you get a motel there, do not stop at a motel called Tip Top Motel and Bakery. It's a really rundown motel. It's really just, it's a horrible place to stay. They charge you more than what they advertise. They have no phone, no Wi-Fi, and it's just a horrible place. I stayed at the Kauai Palm Hotel. It's about $75 a night with tax, about $84 per person. They have no air conditioning there, but it's a great little place to stay. Here's the problem. They have wild roosters and chickens all over Lahui. And they were scattered during the Hurricane Iniki back in '92. I remember that because I was living on the Big Island then. And nobody's ever come to claim them. I guess they got loose from a poultry farm or something, and they just were never rounded up. Those roosters and chickens are all over the town. You got to watch out from running. You'll end up running one over, and some do get run over, especially the chicks. They're everywhere, even at Walmart's, at Pizza Hut, at McDonald's. They're just everywhere. And the problem in Lahui is that if you get, like at the Kauai Palm, you get a room there, there's no air conditioning, and so you've got to keep your windows open to stay cool. You're going to hear those roosters crow all night long. It's like singing, not one, but many, all night long. I stayed awake half the time I was there just because they were just a crowing, and I just call them singing. It was absolutely hilarious, though. But the trade winds on the island of Kauai are really good. The trade winds on the Big Island suck. Be aware of that. They are really bad there. It's about 109 miles from Honolulu to Lahui. It's less than 20 minutes flight. You're hardly, about time you go up, you're back down. The flight from Honolulu to the Big Island takes a little bit longer. You can see, you go across Maui and Molokai and all that, and it's really neat. The same thing when you get to Kona, take a shuttle, do not take a cab. Those you'll lose a lot of money if you don't, and you want to have the members of these shuttles even before you get there. It's about 9 miles from the Kaluakona airport to Kaluakona. I used to ride a bike back and forth back in '98. I used to ride a bike from Kaluakona 9 miles up to go to work at the Kona airport and then all the way back every night. And it was a lot of fun. Of course, I was in good shape back then. But I just wanted to pass on this information. It's just basic information, and I think it would help. This is a great place to come to. I'm really enjoying it. I'm here, though, for more than just a vacation. And it's a nice place to come. But just learn these things, and you can save yourself a whole lot of money. There are places in Waikiki, a lot of hotels that are under $100. But be aware that, like on the Kona Island or on the Big Island, be aware of this, that they advertise something like $59, $69 a night, but remember at the bottom you'll see they have a minimum, might be 3, 5, 7 days. But then they also have sometimes an $80 or $100 cleaning fee, non-refundable. So when you add that in there and you have to stay a certain amount of time, you're not really getting much of a bargain. And at like the Kona Islander Inn, they demand a credit card. If you don't have one, you don't stay. Okay, I have to stop here. Hope this information helped you out some. If you ever come to Hawaii, I'll probably come back again. Hope this information helps you out and helps you save some money. Bye.